Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone that can hear the sound of my voice, to this week's edition of the Petty and Ill Informed podcast, where we venture our petty and ill informed opinions about a variety of topics. Just Nikki this week. Nikki, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay. What you been up to this week?
Working kind of most of the time. I haven't done anything special. Watched a couple of movies on my onesies because I'm forcing myself to actually partake in books and movies without picking up my phone or fiddling with something. Like I'm
Yeah.
forcing myself to sit still for longer periods of time. That's very hard for me. I have a very hard time not moving around or goofing off with something while I watch something else. I think that's a ADHD thing for sure. But yeah,
You have
what have you been doing?
medication for loads of things, but you don't have any ADHD medication.
Yeah, so a lot of the times they don't. I have been medicated multiple times for ADHD. It becomes a problem because stimulants knock me out. So Adderall makes me super tired and I can't concentrate. Well, that's not true. I'm hyper focused on how exhausted I am. Um, and the other meds that are non-stimulant haven't really helped me out any. So most of the psychiatrists are like, "Oh, well, you've been dealing unmedicated for the majority of your life, so we're not gonna medicate you. You've already figured it out, And I kind of have figured out life without meds.
Given your trouble with sleeping, maybe some pills, other pills that make you drowsy, would be useful to have on standby.
Yeah, I don't know. That's true. Be like, I'm gonna take Adderall at night to go to sleep. I usually drink a cup of coffee, honestly. Maybe that's my problem. I've stopped drinking caffeine at night.
It's probably for the best, babe. Caffeine's really bad for you.
That's very true, but it does help me go to sleep. It helps me chill out.
It's very strange. Very strange set of things where caffeine will knock you out. I drink coffee this late and up all night.
Yeah, no, I can drink a cup of coffee and go directly to bed and just crash out.
Correct out.
Gabby said Mr. Beast is on clearance at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so I got some of like the jerky and stuff. Don't get it. I was very sus about it anyway because a lot of his stuff was shown to have mold like as soon as it was delivered. Um, but yeah, his stuff is on clearance. I wouldn't need it.
We
Yeah, I can fall
watched
asleep during a
the
cup of coffee
first
too.
Beast games. We know exactly what kind of man he is. He is an unhinged sociopath. I would never buy any of his stuff anywhere.
Correct. I wouldn't give him any money. He's got plenty. That being, well, I lie because I know I'm going to stream the second Beast games. Like I already know,
Yeah, we're
and
gonna watch it at
I'm
some point.
yeah, and I'm really sad at myself. Like I wish I were a better person,
Yeah.
but I'm
It's
not.
like whenever there's a boycott of something I like and it's for a
Hmm.
good cause, I'm always like, somebody else can do it.
Yeah, that's that's how I feel too. I'm just like, come on, you
They're
know.
already rich. This isn't going to hurt them. But
Right.
that's what happens. That's why they win. And, it's
Hmm.
my fault for being weak.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Beast Games is just a step in the direction to like Running Man.
Yeah, no, we're like a generation or two away from legitimate Squid Games.
And
Not the Netflix one where they pretended to kill people. No, actually killing people.
yeah, yeah. And depending on who you have in there, we might be at a place where we might be able to like kind of be like, yeah, like if you're part of a big pedophile ring or something, you know, like or pedos in general. Like, congrats, you win not dying. And you don't have to compete again. Good job.
Oh, we're still going to make you compete again, but you can have like 3 months off.
No. Just listen. You don't ever have to compete again. If you're a winner, that is what you get. You A, did not die, and B, you get your 3 squares and your whatever that you had before forever. You don't have to do this again. But I'm just saying, like, they could charge tickets. You know, if you're gonna have to give someone the death penalty anyway, charge tickets. Do a battle royale. I'm down.
10 pedos enter, 1 pedo leaves,
Right.
and then is killed by the crowd.
Well, I feel like you would still have to be fair, sadly.
Yeah, it would be fair. You'd be saying, we're not going to kill you, but don't have to save you.
Touchy. Yeah. That's right. That's touche. Yeah. Correct. I couldn't let people listening to me that haven't watched Louder Milk think that I thought that it was actually touchy.
I know, baby. It's one of your many endearing qualities is you don't like people thinking you're stupid.
I mean, I'm not the brightest person in the world. I find out new stupid stuff all the time that I thought, you know, things that I thought were real that weren't. And I'm like, I was just taught wrong. Or, I read this wrong. Or, you know, you and I will be like, this is clearly a Mandela effect.
I mean, yeah, that's a real thing. But
I really feel like it is. I really feel like a Mandela effect is a real thing. Like, it's a real phenomenon.
I mean, it's misremembering it, but it's its own thing. It's not like, you know, they've erased our memories or anything, but
no,
there's a logical explanation for it, but the term still works.
right?
I don't see why they have to.
Yeah, it works great. Like, you know, sadly, Chuck Norris passed away yesterday, but so did Nicholas Brendan, and you already thought he was dead.
Yeah, last week I was talking to Nikki about it, and I was like, "Isn't Nicholas Brendan dead already?" She was like, "No," and then he died yesterday. So, you know, Mandela affected.
And many women breathed a sigh of relief.
Some men too.
Yeah, probably.
I think anyone in his immediate orbit.
Yeah, he was a lot. He went through a lot. He was a very sick man. You know, it's really sad. I think it's kind of crap. I haven't read it, but Sarah Michelle Gellar apparently pinned a "oh, I'm so sorry" kind of thing, and I'm like, you guys know you hated him. Come on.
Yeah. Well, she's desperate at the moment. She was really, really banking on that Buffy reboot getting done.
What are her and her husband doing? Like, they don't do anything, right? I haven't seen Freddie Prinze Jr. in anything since the early 2000s.
She has been doing like bit parts. She does guest appearances in shows all the time.
Right. So you told me to read the leaked first
Buffy
episode.
script,
How bad was it?
The scene starts with they're at basically, you know, you remember how the first season of Buffy started? It was like that couple breaking into the school, and we all thought the boy was the vampire, but it was the girl. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a good opening for the show.
Mm-hmm.
This one started at a party, and a girl that, quote unquote, the girl was being attacked by like a person in costume looking like a vampire,
Mm-hmm.
and she fights the guy off, and then she turns to her boyfriend and say, "Why didn't you help me?" And he was like, "Well, I didn't want to take away your agency, you know, didn't want to, you know, white knight for you." and I was like, ugh. Just there. That's as far as I got.
You're like, yep, done.
Yep,
And
done. Out.
all right, Gabby is writing all the things. So Tony was telling me this true crime story.
Yeah.
Girl goes over and she and her friends voluntarily took some GHB. And the brother of the girl found out and went and stabbed the dude. Dang.
What? But it was voluntary.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
was that
why was
dude?
that? Yeah, why did he have GHB in the first place? But also, like, stabbing them dead that's a big deal. Like, go over there and punch him in the nose, if you feel like, I mean, I personally am not like a physically, I would give him a piece of my mind. You don't have to stab someone to death. Like, also, you need to talk to your sister if she's voluntarily taking drugs, you
Well, not
know?
just any drugs. GHB. That's a bit.
Yeah.
If you're going to take a drug, that's fine. But GHB, that's really dangerous for a woman to take that drug.
That's nuts. I mean, I've had friends who take questionable drugs. I've had drug addicts around me my whole life. It's amazing that I'm not like on meth or coke or something, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I've even had people be like, "Hey, you want to come over and we got a nitrous tank?" And I'm like, "Where the fuck did you get a nitrous tank?" Like, they're
Robbed a
just over
dentist.
there. Robbed. I mean, it's possible. It is possible. And I'm just like, no, I've been OD'd on nitrous from my dentist before, and I saw like little woodland creatures and stuff and a rainbow. I'm not kidding. It was like something out of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where you know how they just start coming in droves from the side. That's what happened to me. Yeah, just say no does work. And I have a nephew who experiments with drugs, and I told him, I was like, listen, you can do that. Be very careful, you know, read a lot on it. And I was like, just don't ever do meth or heroin. Like, he did meth and he hated it. Thank God. And luckily he's never done heroin. But like,
Hey,
I feel like a lot of stuff that kept me out of drugs was just knowing the mechanisms and what they can do. Because there are some drugs I look at and I'm like, it's going to kill me instantly. Why would I want to do that?
so we always like to joke about the rape apologist thing of look at what she was wearing and apply it to everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
They voluntarily take GHB,
Uh, she took it voluntarily.
I mean, come on.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, overreaction from the brother. But I mean, as a sibling, I would be pissed too. As someone that cares about someone, I'd be mad. But
Yeah.
I'd be over there for sure because I want to make sure that my sister's okay. But dang. Yeah, I mean, that could kill you. I just, wow. Why would you take GHB in the? I don't know. Anyway,
Maybe you just really wanted to get some sleep.
maybe that would be like,
I mean, I've had insomnia to the point where I'd be like, yeah, you can rape me, whatever. Just give me the drug so I can sleep.
I feel that with like propofol. I'm like,
Yeah.
give me a propofol nap, man. Like, I get it. If I would flat out Michael Jackson myself if I had the money and a doctor that was like, yeah, I'll give you propofol every night. Yes, please, every night. I get it. I love propofol naps. You've never had propofol, but it's delightful. It's so good because, like, you can't help but to sleep. That's literally what they give you to knock you out during procedures and stuff. So you have like 5 seconds and then hours of the best sleep ever.
Right. Right.
But
So yeah, that might be why she took it.
yeah, but I mean, I can't imagine like being at a friend's house and then being like, "Hey, Nikki, you want to take a roofie for funsies?" And I was like,
You wanna
"Sure,
you wanna do
I
some
would.
PHP together?
I would love to
Especially
take
if
some
it was a
Rohypnol."
dude.
Right?
Like
Yeah, sounds like a great time. Yeah, roofies.
be
Why could
like,
that go bad?
what do you think I'm fucking stupid? No, I
Sounds like
don't
a
want to
good.
take PHP. He's like, rats. Well, I thought I'd ask. Like the worst fucking R-worder in the history. It's a voluntary fucking date raper.
Hold on. So wait, the sister told him after the fact, and after it had already happened, he went and stabbed this dude to death. So it wasn't even during. It's not like you went in there and his sister was like drooling and turning blue, and then he did a little stabby stab. Like this was. I know my sister is okay, but how dare he? I'm gonna go stab him right now. That brother's unhinged.
Yeah, it just sounds like he just wanted to stab someone, if I'm honest.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, if you're going to stab someone, that's the kind of person you want to be stabbing, no?
Yeah, I just, that's a lot. I can't imagine.
Can't imagine
GHC.
stabbing someone.
Well, I can't imagine stabbing anybody.
You
But
watch
I also,
surgeons stab each people every day.
okay, that's different. In that way, I could stab someone. Like, I have no problem with that. But I mean, like, with a knife actually doing harm, it's not my jam.
You couldn't do it as a surgical technician. You'll be like, has this knife been properly sterilized?
Well,
Did you touch this with your ungloved hand?
in my ASD, I know it's been properly sterilized because I did it.
Oh, okay. So, like,
where I work currently, where
but
I
if
work,
like someone gave you a knife, you'd be like, has this knife properly been sterilized?
well, no, I mean, I would see them pull it, like, so everything's in a sterile package. So I can actually see the indicator showing that it's sterile, and they're not going to open it until they're at my table. Yeah. Yeah. I always know. However, funny story. So we have some nurses that are fresh out of college or have never worked in an OR before. And we had one, I guess they didn't teach her how to tell whether something was sterile or not, because basically there's a white piece of paper in it. When it's sterile, there's a black line that appears. If there's no black line, it's not sterile. And she had picked up something that wasn't sterile, and put it in her cabinet. And luckily I caught it, because she would have opened that onto someone's table and contaminated everything. So I was like, okay, guys, it's very important to teach our nurses how to tell whether something's sterile or not. Because that,
you'd think they'd already know, but apparently not. So
right, because like all it would take is for us to be in the middle of something really intense, and then it's opened onto our table and we wouldn't know, because we would just assume that you grabbed it out of the locker and it's what it's supposed to be. Because sometimes we're doing like 3 different things and someone's behind us dumping stuff onto our table. So, I mean, it could have been caught or missed. Oh, I've got so many medical horror stories, Gabby. I've got a lot of really funny ones too. Because, you're just stuck in a room with a surgeon and all you do is talk crap all day. We just sit there and talk stupid stuff. That's all we have to do. It's just talk and work. Speaking of medical horror stories, The Pit is really good, and it's getting really good if you have not watched the season.
Although the way they're ending each episode is literally pissing me off now.
Yeah, it's a
I'm at
cliffhanger.
that point where I'm just like, stop doing that now. Stop it. I'm hooked. I'm going to watch next week. Stop it.
Right. It doesn't have to be a cliffhanger. Gabby, what was your next surgery? here's my thing. Like, a lot of people, I understand every surgery is a major surgery when it's happening to yourself, but like, we do this a bajillion times a day, all day, every day. And so, like, the vast majority of the time, it's safe. Like, it seems really scary because it's happening to your body, but it's like just every day to the people in the OR.
That would be more scary to me because the more times you do something, the less likely you are to do it properly.
Uh, I mean, we do, I got my hair cut today and we were talking about there's a girl who is opening her own place up doing like waxing and nails and lashes and stuff like that. So I'm going to go see her because she's getting established, so it's cheaper. Anyway, my sister's like, she's new. I don't know how you feel about that. And I was like, well, she hasn't learned any bad habits. Like, her sterility is going to be perfect because she hasn't learned any bad habits yet. And so you're right. Like, as you proceed in doing stuff, sometimes you learn bad habits. Surgery, though, is very, very different because, like, at least in my job, I would much rather have to tear down my entire table and be like, fuck, guys, I'm so sorry. Let's reset up than take a chance on, I might have accidentally bumped that. So I'm going to use it anyway because I'm not sure. Like, you can't do that in surgery. It is very much they have a saying, when in doubt, throw it out. So if there's even a chance that you think that you contaminated something, you get rid of it.
I mean, yeah, that's the smart thing to do.
Right, but you'd be surprised that, some people don't think like that. But yeah, surgery is one of those. I think that the more you do it, the better off you are. Like, you want a surgeon that does it all day, every day, and isn't new, because if something goes funny, they've already seen it or dealt with it, or they can figure it out. Like, Dr. Smith has done tens of thousands of surgeries, and he had something happen to him a couple weeks ago, and we have this little ring. Like, if we can't get you dilated enough, we have this itty bitty ring that goes in, and it makes a little square, but it makes your pupil bigger. And anyway, it got caught inside the person's iris, and that, like, has never happened to him before. He's been doing this for 40 years and he never had it. And I would much rather someone who's done the surgeries as long as him to have that complication than someone who's brand new or has only been doing it a couple years. He didn't freak out. He just was very chill about it and had an idea of what he needed to do. Girl, Gabby, if you ever have to talk, if anybody needs to ask questions about surgery, I'd be more than happy to help or give you an idea.
She knows her onions surgery wise.
I do.
She looks at videos for fun. She's really insane.
I do. I watch surgeries for fun sometimes.
So did you see that TikTok nurse got sacked? Has started a GoFundMe to help with her bills and stuff, even though she totally deserved to get fired.
Which TikTok nurse? Which one?
The one that went live outside of surgery, doxed the patient's name, what medication they were on,
What?
and administered the wrong medication.
I have not heard this story. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
That's a whatchamacallit, a HIPAA thingy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's a HIPAA violation. That is a federal offense. Like, she can go to prison. She definitely is going to lose her license.
Yeah.
But she is probably going to get fined and go to prison. That is that's a big no-no. Like, I do have pictures of like my handiwork, like with the laser and stuff. But there's no, all it is an eyeball. There's no date on it, no time, no place. You know, it's literally just an eyeball that I've lasered. You can't tell if it's a woman or a man. You know, so stuff like that is okay if there's no definable characteristics, but like you better be sure that that person's name or no one's name is is in that shot, you know. You
Yeah.
because here's the thing, like, so
Oh
say you
no, she
go,
didn't say the. She said the name.
that's crazy.
Didn't. It wasn't written down. It wasn't like some autistic person that was taking apart their stream. No, she literally said the patient's full name, first and last name.
What?
Yeah.
That's so here's the thing. Like, even if, like, say Gabby comes in or something, I have a patient and I'm like, yeah, blah blah blah, Gary came in, or his name was Gary and da da da. If, say, her aunt's like her aunt's cousin or something's name is Gary whatever, and I'm telling her about it, like, you could still get in trouble. Like, even though I just gave a first name, if I go live at 10:45 and I'm like, hey, I'm inside my OR, and even if you can't see my patient, if they know what hospital I'm in and know what time it was, someone's going to be able to say, that's my grandma, that's my grandpa, that's my whatever. And that is a huge HIPAA violation.
Hmm.
Like, you can't even tell somebody if someone is your patient or not.
Well, in
You
any
know,
case, she's acting like she's the victim, and she
no,
started
she's
to
an
go
idiot.
me. Yeah, well,
Mm.
there was also that TikTok psychic that just lost the case, and the person was awarded 10 million.
Ooh,
Should have seen that
that's
coming, really.
that's crazy.
Well, you know about this, right? The Idaho State murders. You know, 4 students killed in a frat house or something on the campus,
Yeah.
and this TikTok psychic said it was a member of the staff. Repeatedly, like, again, full docs, name,
Mm-hmm.
everything, and they actually caught the person who did it, who confessed. So it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like he was just found guilty. He confessed and he took a plea deal. So there's no doubt he's guilty. Instead of going, you know what, the cards were treating me wrong, tarot card misread or whatever, she doubled down and said this member of staff was still involved. So the member of staff sued her, obviously, as you do. And during the trial, she's still doubling down on this psychic shit. And it's kind of endearing, don't get me wrong.
Grifter's got a
But
grift, you know?
yeah, but at the same time, you're like, dude, there's so many ways out and still keep your cred as a psychic. You could be like, oh, it must have been in a parallel universe. This woman did the crime, so that's where I was getting the psychic vibe from, but not here. But no, she just kept
Mm.
doubling down, and a judge awarded the person suing her 10 million. I mean,
Good,
I doubt
good.
she'll ever see a fucking red cent of that
Right.
money,
Probably never.
but still, you know.
Gabby, I have not seen those nurses, but that is also freaking ridiculous. Because at the end of the day, I don't care who you are or what you believe in. If you're a patient, you're a patient. And I'm going to respect you as a patient and your beliefs as a patient. Like, you know, um, I can't imagine giving crappy care to someone just because I didn't believe with their political beliefs. That's
Yeah,
insane.
Chuck Norris
Why are we
died
like this?
yesterday, and
Yeah.
somebody in that Discord server we're both in, without doxing
Hmm.
anyone, was going on about how it was a good thing because he was a fucking MAGA supporter. And I'm like, you can love the legend and hate the man. You know, you don't have to be a dick.
Right. Like, you know, did I believe, you know, everything that Chuck Norris believed in? no. But did I like his movies? Also, no. But his show,
That's
I
no.
also didn't like it. But also, it's sad though. Like I had a moment of going, "Oh, that's sad." I mean, it is sad because Chuck Norris is. I mean, he's Chuck Norris. He's kind of like an American staple. I feel, you know, our own little karate man. So
Who's trying
I
to
don't.
sue Atozy, Gabby? Is it the psychic lady? Because if that's true, I'm just going to laugh my balls off.
Who is a Tozy?
He's the YouTuber that covered the lawsuit between
Oh,
one of my favorite drama farmers.
well, I'm gonna have to check him out. I've never watched a Tozy.
He does like 10-minute videos on various dramas. And he's been sued by other people like that crypto nut job tried suing him. He won that. And if the psychic lady might try and sue him because he confronted her and she was like, I'm going to call the police, get away from me.
All
I
right.
respect the hustle, but the dude, should not confront people like that. They're unhinged psychopaths. Anybody that's still claiming to be psychic after getting everything wrong, is best just to be ignored and avoided.
All right. I'm just gonna assume he's good, and I'm gonna sub because I trust you guys.
Oh yeah, Tozy's great. Oh, it's just short 10-minute videos.
I love a
very rare.
short 10-minute video.
Occasionally he'll do like an hour-long stream or something, like
Yeah.
when he's covering a trial. He's covering the Johnny Somali trial, which
I know nothing.
all IRL streamers should get what's happening to him. But
what's going on with him?
Johnny Somali was, those kids in school that eat bugs and stuff and backtalk the teachers just for attention.
Yeah.
That was basically Johnny Somali's whole shtick. He just did or said anything for internet attention. And he got away with it for a while. He went to Japan and he stood on a train shouting Nagasaki, Hiroshima.
Beautiful.
He went to Israel and he got arrested and pretty much deported from Israel. Then he went to Korea. He trashed a noodle shop. He stood on a train with a dead fish and stunk it up. He went to a theme park and annoyed a bunch of the guests.
So he's just a human troll. He's just a troll.
It's just a piece of shit. And the Koreans just didn't put up with it, so they arrested him and charged him with numerous crimes. He tried to flee the country, so they took his passport away. He went to the American embassy to get a new passport, and the Americans said, no, you got to sort your fucking legal stuff out. And he's an American citizen. So
they were like,
country was like, we don't want you back.
Yeah, sucks to be you. Stop being a wanker.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's funny.
And he's been found guilty of the trial's still going on. He's been found judged guilty of a few of the crimes, and he's looking at like 10 years in a labor camp picking cabbages.
Wow.
And we're all very grateful about that. He is like, IRL streamers are the worst. Don't get me wrong, but he is the worst of the worst.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of I just need to get on TikTok more because a lot of that stuff misses me now. And I'm kind of like, well, damn, I'm good at pop culture. Why don't I know about this crap?
Well, to be fair, I just pretty much exclusively watch true crime and drama videos. So
that's true.
The algorithm just shoots those at me. If you look up my history of videos, it's either, drama or true crime, occasional one about a video game, or a top 10 video. I'm a sucker for a top 10 video.
Oh, I love a good top 10 video.
Yeah.
They are good. Oh.
Babbity boopty.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like Gabby.
Oh, I don't know. Let me look. It sure is Gabby. Gabby coming in with the GameRent.com Johnny Somali. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, I do love a top 10 video, although they betrayed me recently. Now, guys, I don't know how many of you have watched the absolute shit show that is True Blood, but the reason we watched it was because of a fucking top 10 video that said it was a good show. It is not a good show. It is very, very shit.
It's
There's a
just
lot
getting
of
worse.
There's a lot of sex, but the dudes and the women are not hot, so it's not good sex.
By Richard's standards, I think that most men would probably appreciate the women in the show.
Those men are disgusting.
It's got Anik Paquin in it, and she's got a nice ass, regardless of her face.
Faces
And
matter.
it's also got really bad Louisiana accents. Everyone sounds like they're some from like Savannah, except for one dude who's only in the first season who actually had a New Orleans accent. Anyway,
It's just terrible. It's a terrible show about boring vampires that are cool for 1 second and then become bitch made, and then Mexican demons, witches and ghost witches and Nazi werewolves, and it's just terrible. It's just a terrible show.
it's just a terrible show.
Yeah, don't like it, and I'm mad that we wasted a time watching 5 seasons of it. And that's it.
Aww.
So, Nikki, what is something you're ashamed of liking?
Something I'm ashamed of liking.
Yeah.
Okay. I know one of my things when I was younger was the Spice Girls because I was a goth girly, and I listened to like Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie and all of those guys. But secretly in my room, I watched the Spice Girls. I like to listen to them.
That's fair enough. Gabby said Richard Allen, so yeah, that's something
Yeah,
else to be ashamed
you
of
know,
liking.
yeah. I've gotten used to it. I've just buried it real deep in my gut.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
you're welcome. I've never been ashamed. What about you? While I'm thinking.
While you're thinking, this game is a very good example of something I'm ashamed of liking. It was marketed as the world's first quadruple A game. And while it is a nice enough, fun live service game, quadruple A, it is not. It's a very shallow arcade game that gives you nice little hits of dopamine. There's loads of numbers on the screen, and you can progress pretty quickly, and it always makes you feel like you're accomplishing something, but it's not like changing the very nature of video games. And,
Right.
a lot of people were very angry at Ubisoft and boycott this game. And I suppose I should as well, but like, I really like it.
Yeah,
But
if you like it, why?
I'm ashamed of it, of liking it.
Ashamed of it. It's hard to be fans of Ubisoft most of the time in general.
That's true. They did invent like the faffing about meta. Like, you can't fault them for that. From Far Cry to Assassin's Creed, they're just like, we want the faffing to be the core concept of this game. The main story will take you about 10 minutes, but the rest of the game is just going to be pure faff.
Just going to be faffing about, doing a bunch of nothing.
You need animal skins for upgrades, ores, you need research points, you need to destroy enemy encampments. That's going to take you a while, and they're all going to be exactly the fucking same. We're not going to change anything about the enemy encounters. They're all going to go exactly the same way, but you're going to have to clear them all. Otherwise, your autism's going to drive you insane.
No.
So, yeah, they're very good at that. They're just like, you know that South Park meme where Carmen's like, put a chick in it and make it gay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ubisoft directors be all, more faffing.
We need to keep the completionists busy for at least 600 hours.
Sir, can we add some variety to the enemies? Never!
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't really have a lot of stuff that I'm ashamed that I like. Like, I'm pretty proud to be a nerd.
Yeah, but there's got to be like guilty pleasures. Like Taylor Swift songs. I like some Taylor Swift songs.
Lately, mine has been Chapel Roan. She's been growing on me. Like, her music. Like, I listened to lots of it when she first came out, and I was like, yeah. But I guess, like, her songs are growing on me.
Like cancer.
You know, I'm like, oh, I like that song. Fuck, it's from her.
Or is it just like Stockholm Syndrome where you just hear
it might be.
repeatedly?
It might be, and then you just know all the lyrics, and you like
convince yourself that you like
that. You like it. Yes, I think that's what happens with me for sure. Because, yeah, I'm not a fan, but I've been listening to her more.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that I like that I'm like ashamed of. I really love rom-coms. That's a little bit shameful, I guess. I'm more ashamed of the things that I don't like that I wish I did.
Yeah, but that was last week's and you couldn't think of
I know. No, I did think of stuff. Yeah, I gave a list. Because I can think of a lot more of those than.
Did you love?
I did. Anime was one of my big ones. I talked a lot about anime.
Yeah. You did, I'm just teasing.
Yeah, like I wish I liked The Notebook.
The Notebook.
Oh, I know. I love old Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals. Love them. Like last night, you know, on Second Life we had like a big Disney night. Yeah. And some of those coincide, you know, like Mary Poppins has Julie Andrews, and I was just like, man, now I need to watch Sound of Music. So I'm a little bit ashamed that I love old musicals. Love them.
Yeah. What was that Christmas movie you made me watch? That was good. A musical.
Oh, White Christmas.
Yeah.
Does that Gabby count? Yeah, that is 100% an old musical. Yeah.
No, that was good.
Gabby, I'm with you. She said, personally, they tried to shame me enough when I was younger that other people's opinions don't change my day anymore. I'm with you 100%. I feel that way too. I had very critical everybody around me. So I'm just like, you don't like it? Sucks to be you. But yeah,
I meant more like that you personally are ashamed of, not what other people judge you for.
Oh yeah, I'm not really ashamed of anything that I like, because like, why would I be? I like it.
Yeah, but still,
we should allow people to like things. Like, oh, here we go, Nickelback. I like Nickelback.
Okay, that's not something you should be ashamed of. That's something that's just.
I don't know why.
That's beyond shame.
I like Nickelback.
What's everyone's problem with Nickelback? They've only made one song. and
No,
then
they
just
did a couple
re-recorded it with different
over
lyrics
and over.
over and over again. That's why no one likes Nickelback. All
I
right.
mean, no, see, that's not true because Red Hot Chili Peppers has a ravenous fandom and all of their songs sound the exact same. Ramen noodle
okay.
hair? Are you calling me ramen noodle hair? Because you're not wrong.
No, she knew Nickelback.
Oh, yeah. I call him
So
redheaded Jesus,
you
Chad
should
Kroger.
absolutely be ashamed of liking Nickelback.
I
Like,
like him.
if anything, you should feel more shame for that. That's just ugh.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
having
like him.
second thoughts about this whole me and you thing now.
That's fine because I like him. It is what it is. You'll just have to get over it, or you
It
won't.
is what it is.
It is what it is.
Title of my sex tape.
Mine too. Speaking of our OnlyFans, I'm just kidding. Never.
Never say never.
I mean, maybe if I need money really bad, like really bad,
Like really, really, really bad.
really bad.
You got a nice
But
body for OnlyFans.
no, only if you're into the big girls.
Which, you know, you're not.
I am, but it's okay. But anyway,
But anyway. I like a couple of Britney Spears songs. I suppose I should feel appropriately ashamed for that.
I also like a couple of her songs, but they're her later songs. Like I didn't like. I was part of the Britney, not so fandom. Like I did not like Britney Spears when she came out. I didn't like the Backstreet Boys. I didn't like NSYNC.
NSYNC's a
You
band
know,
that I've come to appreciate now that I'm older. Didn't like them when I was a teenager, but I like them now.
no, I've never. All of those songs from the boy bands, I hated them, which is why like it was such a horrible cognitive dissonance that I love the Spice Girls so much. Like I even watched their movie and I liked it. I was young, but like I liked it.
Tom just messaged the group. Do you want a hand with the podcast tonight?
Tell him to come on in. Tell him to come on in. He's got 10 minutes. We'll be like, bye. Oh, what a special man.
Fucking Tom.
I love him. He's so special.
Okay, I don't like the Britney Spears version of Hit Me Baby One More Time, but I like the Kung Fu Panda 4 version with Jack Black.
That's how I feel about is it Bonnie Hunt? Like I Need a Hero,
Yeah.
holding out for a hero. Sorry, I prefer Frou Frou singing it from the Shrek soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's like my version. There's not we should talk about that next week. Like what songs did you like the cover of more than you like the original?
That's a good topic actually. Yes, I'm down for that.
Yeah. I think yeah, that would be a good one because Tom would be able to also play in. He's big on music. And there are several songs that like when we hear them we think they're the original, but like they weren't. Like Hard to Handle by the Black Crows was actually originally sang in like the 30s. Mae West covered that song. It's an old song, but like none of us knew it until the Black Crows did it. It was the Black Crows, I think. But yeah, there's a lot of songs like that where we also think that there's a cover, or we think that it's the original and it's a cover.
What happened to the Seattle teacher? Do you mean Kevin? I don't know what happened to Kevin. He stopped messaging. Is basically what happened with Kevin.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be able to bug him and see if we can get him back. Yeah, it was either Kevin or Phil. Wait,
I don't
Phil
think
was
Phil was-
no, Phil wasn't
no.
a teacher.
He was a cop.
Yeah, cop.
Okay,
So yeah, it would definitely be Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even tried messaging Kevin. I should. I'm a bad friend.
I've messaged him a couple of times. He hasn't responded.
Yeah, Samara's also been touch and go with the Communicado, so I don't know.
But that's what happened, Frank.
Yeah, he moved and he's been, I don't know, not around.
Kind of sad. Did like Kevin.
Yeah, me too.
We met him in person a couple of
Yes,
years
we
ago.
did. Maybe he'll come to Alton Towers next year.
Maybe. Who knows? We should message him while you're in England and see, like.
Yeah.
So it's not that hard to get to Ireland. We can go by ferry.
I love me a good ferry.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Nope. Okay. Well, that'll wrap us up for this week. We will return next week, despite the hopes of many. It's good night from me, and it's good night from Nikki. Good night, everyone.
Good night.